Almost, almost. All right, I think we are live. Welcome and hello. I'm back. Magical Monday Manifestations. Hi, I am Valorie Lewis, your host and your psychic medium, tarot and oracle card reader, hostess with the mostest. Glad to be back reading cards on this amazing Monday. It's Magical Monday, where we're going to talk all about manifestations, get some tips from Spirit on how to manifest our lives, based on what we want. How about that? Been way too long. Yes, Jesse. Oh, thanks, Chelsea. Thanks. I'm looking at all the notes. I invite everyone to take a deep breath, settle in, focus on what is present for you in your life right now. What are you trying to manifest? Doesn't have to be a thing. Maybe it's a emotion. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe you're in a funk and you'd like to manifest happiness or clarity. Take a deep breath and focus on that. All right. And as you focus in, I'm tapping in. Can't make the shift up, the wheels in motion. Oracle whispers, a sea of devotion. Okay. Let's get started. I'm a little rusty, y'all. I'm like, what do I do? Which button do I put? There we go. All right. Hi, hello. Okay, the deck that we are pulling from, we're going to get right into it. So we pulled tarot cards, and a few oracle cards, and I let Spirit weave its message in between the cards, and we'll see what comes about as I tap into you all's energy, tap into messages Spirit has for the collective, for the group, and help us all manifest. The deck I am pulling from is Tarot de la Nuit. For those of you that speak French, it's Tarot of the Night. And it's primarily a divine feminine deck. When I asked Spirit what deck to go to, I got this deck, and I haven't pulled from this deck in quite a while. And when I pull from Divine Feminine deck, that tells me receiving mode. Divine Feminine is all about the receiving, letting it in, letting the flow, getting connected, psychic abilities, intuition, all of those things, compassion, love. Not to say that Divine Masculine doesn't have those qualities as well, but Divine Feminine has them in spades. All right, so let's see, Spirit, what does this group need to know most on this magical Monday that will best help us navigate collectively and individually on our paths? All right. Looking at all of the, thanks, Bonnie. All right. Turning the cards over now. 5 of Wands is our first card. 5 of Wands. Fives in the tarot, just like numerology, represent a challenging point. I like to call it challenge and opportunities. I like to call it just a little bit of resistance to help show us what it is we really, really want. Sometimes you don't know what you want until you're presented with what you don't want. And then you're like, oh, okay, I get it now. So the fives kind of have that vibe. It's not necessarily a bad thing or a conflict. It's a challenge and an opportunity. And I also always say that the opportunity is usually greater than, sometimes equal to, never less than the challenge. So 5 of Wands. Wands is fire energy. Wands is action. Wands is personal power. Wands is inspiration. Wands is creativity. Why do we have challenges in this area of our life? Oh, maybe because you're not letting your inspiration and your creativity come out to play. Maybe because you're saying, it's time to be an adult. It's time to be serious. And you are not letting that little kid color with the crayons, so to speak. Five of Wands. What are you suppressing? What are you saying no to that really could be a yes if you leaned into inspiration, if you leaned into creativity, if you leaned into your personal power? Maybe it's something that you're saying no to that could be a yes simply because you're telling yourself, I can't, not yet. I don't know how. I don't have the resources. That's not leaning into your personal power. I'm going to go to the book on this one because I haven't gone to this deck for a very long time. The Bridge of Sorrow is what it calls the Five of Wands. Let me hold that picture up one more time. The Bridge of Sorrow. Between him and me, there's only conflict. Let me see if I can hold the book open. There's only conflict, emptiness, and fog. We can't understand each other anymore. We have irreconcilable points of view. You may wonder if this man is my father or my brother or my lover or my friend, but that's not the point. We had this project together, but now all things are blocked. We are competitors when we should be a team. I wish we could go home, make some hot tea, sit by the table, and start a calm discussion to solve the problem. But is it still possible? Will we be able to find a solution that brings prejudice to no one? I don't know. What about you? What are you doing on this bridge of sorrow? And what if that's just another aspect of yourself that you're arguing with, that you can't come to terms with, that you started a project with and now you don't? This is literally when you have an argument with, when you say, I don't feel clear, I don't know which way to go, that's because certain aspects of yourself are not in agreement. Alignment, I know y'all have heard that word. But imagine instead, if you can imagine that, I always like imagining inside out. I love imagining inside out and all the different little voices in my head. There's anger, there's a childlike voice, there's sadness, there's all of those voices in my head. When I cannot see clarity, it means one of those voices has been silenced. One of those voices is not being listened to, or two of those voices are bickering and arguing with each other and can't come into alignment and can't see eye to eye. So what aspects of yourself need to come into alignment in order to resolve this conflict? Or is there something external to yourself that you are not in alignment with? Wands is always about personal power too, though. So Spirit's telling me, and I'm going to tell y'all, stop blaming the other person. The other person ain't got shit to do with this argument. I don't care how much you think it's their fault. If you get yourself in alignment, the situation will resolve itself. Either that person will go away because they are no longer attracted to your energy, your output, your frequency, your vibration, which is one way that, a lot of ways that things get resolved. Or you'll be in a different frequency vibration and you'll suddenly see a solution that wasn't there before. So what are you doing to bring yourself back into alignment, back into clarity, back into, ooh, I can see the path forward very clearly now. I can't see where it goes because we're not supposed to see all the way to the end, but I can see it clearly. I can see these steps in front of me. I can see around the block. I can see that far. If you can't see that far, if you're in this fog, something is not in alignment. And how can you bring it back into alignment? Next card, the world. Is this how we bring it back into alignment, Spirit? Is this the message you're giving us? The world is the last card in the major arcana. The world signifies a completion, but it also signifies an immediate beginning to your next cycle, your next phase, your next level, whatever that is for you. So what are you desperately holding on to that is saying, I am trying to leave your life so that you can step into the next chapter, the next phase, the next vibration? Somebody is stalemated in this energy. I can feel it. I can feel it, but I can't let go of that. But I can't, I already told, no, I know this job, this relationship, these shoes, they got a hole in them, but they were my favorite shoes. So I'm gonna keep wearing them. What is it? that you need to let go of so that you can get something new, something more aligned with who you truly are. Let go of the things that are not aligned with who you truly are. The world. I always like that dual message of letting go, letting whatever chapter close, stepping into the new chapter, and also the world. Every time I pull the world card, I hear that song, The Whole World in His Hands. And I get the message from Spirit that Spirit is saying the world is literally yours. You get to create it any way you want. You want to create difficulties? Have at it. It for real. Spirit is like, y'all are down there creating movie scripts. Every one of y'all, Steven Spielberg. Spirit doesn't give a shit what we do with our stories. Spirit's in it, sitting with the popcorn. You want me to help you experience lack? I got you. You want me to help you experience difficulties in your relationships? I got you. Spirit doesn't care what script we write. Spirit's always going to support us 100%. So, what script are you writing? The world is yours. What script are you writing? What's happening in your screenplay? Who do you want to fire? Which actors, actresses, situations are you like scribbling out on the page because you don't like that part no more? Scribble it out. Let it go. Let it go. It's not part of, it doesn't need to be part of your story just because you spent the last 3 years, 13 years, 30 years writing it, sweating over it, trying to get every syllable correct, making sure someone proofread it, making sure the periods are in the right place. And now you're like, no, I can't let go of this story. This story is my life. Okay. I hope you like it. Who's ready to rip some pages out of their book? Who's ready to scribble through the things that aren't working? Who's ready to start a new chapter? Because this is what Spirit is asking you to do. Stop writing that same shit over and over again. You didn't like it the first time you wrote it, but you keep writing it. Let Spirit be your editor. Hand that script over to Spirit and say, Spirit, I need you to edit this. I need you to tell me where this script that I'm writing as I see my life play out, where am I getting off track? Where am I in misalignment? Are there characters that don't need to be in my story anymore? Spirit, you let me know. Are there scenes and situations, places that I keep putting me, the character, into that I don't need to be in anymore? You let me know. Edit my script, Spirit. Help me. Help me edit it. Ace of Cups. A 1, a fresh start, a new beginning. Cups. Emotions, intuition. I'm getting a hit on intuition. Ace of Cups. Clear out the muck. Rip out the pages that you no longer need. Sit down with a fresh sheet of paper and let intuition be your guide. Fresh start, new beginning, blank sheet of paper, your favorite pen. Mine happens to be purple. Get some purple ink on that page, but let intuition be your guide. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. You're looking at that blank sheet of paper thinking about what should I write? What should be on this piece of paper? Well, I guess I have to be responsible. I guess I have to feed my dog today. I'm going to write down manifest enough money to feed my dog. Is that what you really want? Your dog's going to be okay. I'm not saying disregard your dog. I'm just saying follow your intuition. When you follow your intuition, suddenly things start taking care of themselves. Maybe your dog doesn't make it on the list, but when you move down that list and you say something like, I don't know, a loving partner, because that is what you really, really want. You never really wanted the dog. The dog's just keeping you company until you got a loving partner. And guess what? You manifest that loving partner, and the loving partner likes dogs. And now the loving partner is feeding the dog, and you don't ever have to put that on your manifestation list again. That's how things work out. What do you want in your book, in your new chapter, in your Ace of Cups new chapter? What do you want to write? Write that and let Spirit take care of the rest. But some of you are too scared to do that. Some of you are too worried to do that. Some of you keep picking up the pen and saying, no, I know I gotta put this down. I need a job. I know I gotta put this down. Y'all already know if y'all read my email what happened when I said that. So I'm just saying, put down what you really want and let spirit take care of the rest. I am living proof of that. Ace of Cups. I do want to go to the book and see if there's something else. I feel like there's a keyword or something spirit's trying to tell us. Ace of Cups. What are you saying? Listen, your heart is speaking is the italicized part for this card. I represent the beginning of love and new happiness. Romance may be coming to you. Oh, oh, oh. Trust your heart to lead the way. Unconditional love is the essence of everything. Unconditional love is the essence of everything. I'm going to interchange that word essence with energy. Unconditional love is the energy of everything. I want everybody to take just a minute and ask yourself, where do I show and receive unconditional love? Not the kind of love, I love you when you're doing what I asked you to do, but I hate it when you pull the sheets off of me. That kind of love that you got for your partner, maybe you have unconditional love for your partner. I love it when I get an hour break at lunch, but I hate it when you come and talk to me for half of that hour. Is that unconditional? No, it's love, but it's not unconditional. Unconditional love means the conditions don't matter. I still love it, period. Where in your life do you have unconditional love? Because that is the energy of manifestation. That is flow. Think about something in your life that I have unconditional love for coffee, y'all. You could say it's an unhealthy relationship because even if it is a bad cup of coffee, I will drink the whole fucking thing because I love coffee. That's unconditional. Even if I'm out of cream and sugar, I will drink the whole cup because I love coffee. To me, I think that's unconditional love. Where can you find something in your life that you have unconditional love for and just sit in that energy? Just think about it. Just think about it over and over again. Pretty soon you're going to be in the vibration, in the energy of unconditional love. And guess what operates in that vibration, in that frequency? Everything you asked for. That is the energy of manifestation. That is the fabric of the universe, if you will, unconditional love. So how can you get there and stay there? Let's see. Is there anything else I want to read this from here? Nope, I think that's it from the Ace of Cups. Okay, so that is the tarot. Unconditional love is the energy of manifestation. It is the energy, it is the fabric of the universe. We're going to go to Oracle cards next. I just want to take a gander at the chat.
Did I miss a card or are there only 3?
No, there's only 3. You got
Okay.
it. It feels like the two strangers, okay, the strangers on the bridge. It feels like the two strangers want to talk to each other, but neither will say the first thing. Even though if they were to talk to each other, they'd have a beautifully magical conversation. Yes. And where in your life are you resisting that? Where in your life are you resisting that? Because it was a 5. When we have those cards of challenges, of conflicts, I know some people are like, oh, yeah, because that meant that, yep, that's telling me I know exactly what that is. It's talking about the thing I got going on with my neighbor. Is it though? Is it? Because tarot is about self-awareness. What do you have going on with you that is allowing you to see conflict in the world around you, that is attracting those things to you, that is attracting that contrite person, that is attracting that person that's saying the things to you that you don't want to hear? What do you have going on to you that makes you a match for that? Is this victim blaming? No. I hear people talking about the law of attraction is victim blaming. No, it's not. No, it's not. How is it victim blaming? Do y'all know that when you, not do y'all know, you know this, I've said it a million, you've heard this a million times. You buy a red car and suddenly all you see is red cars on the street. Those red cars did not get manufactured the day after you bought yours and sold to random people so that they could drive down your street driving red cars. They were always in existence. Your awareness was just tuned to them. The same way your awareness is tuned to the conflicts in your life, because you have something going on in you that makes you a match to that. Get rid of this. That's what the tarot is about. Get rid of this. And those things will start to go away because they're no longer a match to you. Okay. Rebel deck is the Oracle with attitude, kind of like me. Rebel deck is our Oracle card. Here we go. You got a feeling you just can't shake. You got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit. That's the Ace of Cups too. We talked about how Cups was intuition and how you write your new script by listening to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. That voice you just can't shake is the voice could be saying everything is great. And you're like, I don't know. No, everything is great. Everything's working out for you. And you're like, I don't know. Did you see my week last week? I don't know. I don't know. Listen to the voice. Or maybe the voice is saying, you're out of alignment. Girl, go take a nap. And you're like, no, I've got so many things to do. Girl, go take a nap. Reset. Are you listening to the voice of intuition that is trying desperately to guide you to everything you wanted, to all of the manifestations that you keep asking for? Are you listening? I feel like we need another card. Haley, I'm putting you on the spot. Did you pull cards?
I did,
What
just
you
in
got? Give us a
case.
good one.
Well, I pulled multiple, but I'll speed run it. It's definitely reflecting what Valerie was saying earlier, but it feels like you're thinking about some shit. It says memory capsule. So you're thinking about some shit from the past, even if it was like 10 minutes ago, and it's weighing you down. So that's like gravity mountain. So it feels really heavy on you. And maybe you're not doing some shadow work. So this is a mine and there's lots of jewels around it, but you need to dig into those shadows to see the gems. Um, and then we've got Professor Sada's vitality. So in order to get this vitality to go about your life and do the things that you want to do, you do need to get outside. She's touching not a brick wall, but a stone wall, and she's like an adventurer, an explorer, an archaeologist, and she's seeing things clearly because she's just adventuring. She's seeing things through a new lens and then dipping into the things that she loves doing. And they might help other people, like making food brings joy to other people, but it also brings joy to you to be able to like create this sustenance, this like nourishment, fueling the soul. That's what it is. So, in order to like go on this journey, you've got to get rid of these memories that are holding you back, feeling heavy. Got to do that like shadow work, journaling, and then uncover the gems. Not like look at all the obstacles in your way. Go outside or really just get into that playful mindset and get into the things that bring you joy. And then you'll be able to use your quick wit to make things happen and open up that new chapter in your life.
Love it. Thank you, Haley. Okay, I got a prompt to pull one more card. So we're going to pull one more card. Before I read the card, I want to let you all know, got some events coming up on the calendar. Haley's going to drop a link here in just a second. It's to my event page so you can see all of my upcoming events. Sign up for ones that you want. Make sure you're signed up for all of the Mondays going forward. There will be a couple of Mondays when I'll be in Denver that I won't be able to do, one Monday that I won't be able to do this, but that's where you go to sign up for my events. Even if you found me on Meetup, Meetup is going to direct you to my website. So it's valorielewis.com/events. Second thing I want to let you know, the membership, you're going to want to be in the membership. That's all I'm going to say. That's a little vague booking like they call it, but I'm not on Facebook, so I don't know quite what they call it when you're not on Facebook. You're going to want to be in the membership. Check the membership out. Sit with it for a couple of days. I've got a big announcement coming pretty soon about the membership. You're going to love it. Okay, moving on. And the membership is the Magician's Way because we talk all about manifestation. Who'da thunk? All right. Last deck that I'm going to go to, Faces of Ocean. I always struggle with that word. I know I'm Black. You think I should say it, but I always struggle with that word. Faces of Ocean. The first thing, this book is, many of you who read Oracle decks know that sometimes the Oracle decks are in different sections. The section that I pulled a card from is the initiation of cowries, and they are activation cards marking the divine dance of beginnings and endings. So very much in line with that world card that we pulled earlier, very much in line with the cards Haley was pulling about beginnings. So let's see, I pulled card number 3. One moment, let me get to it, and I'll hold it up here in just a second. Ocean of the Soul. Card number 3. Isn't that a beautiful image? Looks like maybe she's sitting in the tree. I don't know. Grounding, stability, and nurturing. This is the quote, I am grounded, connected, and nurtured by the earth's abundance. Initiation of gold. Take a deep breath. Your energy is all over the place. Life's drama has left you feeling scattered, detached, or uncertain. You need a stable environment to grow and flourish. You've summoned the energies of grounding and stability. You need to realign your Aussie life force energy. What to do now? Ground yourself to reconnect with Earth's nurturing energy. Plant your feet firmly on the ground, both metaphorically and literally. Nourish your foundation. Nourish your home, your relationships, your own well-being. What does your house need? Maybe you don't have all the money you need to give your house what it needs, a new plumbing job, AC, whatever. But can you love on your home? Can you just walk through and spread some love on your home? AC, you might not be working the way I need you to work in this hot summer heat, but I love you so much for all of the summers that you did keep me cool. How about that? Instead of, I watch a Facebook provider who's always talking about, fuck this house. And I know he's doing it jokingly, but if you have said that to your house, maybe it's time to clear some of that energy out. If you have said that about your relationships, your job, your car, all of those things, how can you nourish your foundations, your home, your relationships, your own well-being? Think of one small step you can take to improve your home life, your relationships, or your health. Act on it. This is how you lay a strong foundation for your future. Also, connect with your personal roots. Acknowledge your origins and allow yourself the stability and balance for your projects to prosper. It says Ocean is a protector of the environment, so it makes sense that she would be here to ground you. Her river, I cannot say that, in Nigeria, I don't know how to pronounce it, is supposed to be protected by the people, but right now it is under threat of pollution and toxic contaminants. The divine feminine in each of us has earth goddess energy. Dig your heels into the ground and lean into that earth goddess energy. See things the way you want them to be, not the way they are. Let's say that one more again for the people in the back. See things the way you want them to be, not the way they are. You can do so much good in the world just by that. You see crime in your city, see a city without crime. Hold that vision. Blast that energy out to the best of your ability and let spirit do the rest. Healing ritual. Walk barefoot on natural soil or grass. Feel the earth's energy entering through the soles of your feet and throughout your body. Visualize roots extending from your feet deep into the soil, anchoring you. Hold a handful of soil and feel its nurturing properties. Plant a seed as a gesture of commitment to your growth. I like that one. Doesn't matter what seed it is. Plant a seed as a ritual as a commitment to your growth, as a connection with Mother Nature. Mother Nature, I have this seed that was somehow not connected to you. I'm going to give it back to you. I'm going to connect this seed back with Mother Earth. And in doing so, I'm going to ask that Mother Earth, you connect with me. It can be as simple as that. It can be as simple as that. All right, that's what I have for you today. I have missed you all so much. Thank you for showing up on this wonderful Monday. I do want to say go forth and manifest. Please, please do something this week. Act on it. Whether it's sitting in meditation, maybe you're just in a meditative mode, maybe it's an action that you can actually take. Maybe it's working on nourishing something. We've gotten so many tips from Spirit. Thank you so much, Spirit. So many tips from Spirit on how we can shift ourselves to start manifesting the things we actually want. So I urge you, I implore you, please go forth and do that. Make today magical. Make this week magical. Make your life magical. And I will see you back next Monday. Thanks, everyone. Bye.